A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And the Canes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's back. Gets it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this defense knows they're going to have to go sideline to sideline to stop this offense. Nice job there rallying to the back, who caught the swing pass there on the right perimeter.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Daniels. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Punt is on its way. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Quarterback on the keeper. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Offense gets set for second down. Red pass, it's complete. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Gives it on the option. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Facing a third and long. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Catch in the middle. It's Bussey. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
The Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, now to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Throwing on the run. Touchdown, Aggies. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he puts through the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Pulled and finds his man on the left. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's back. Into a tight window. No chance to run, but still a good gain. The Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Starts to scramble to the left. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Gets rid of it. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Made the play on the pick. Was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to throw. It's back. He's got him in the flat. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The pitch to the left. Can't get him to the ground. And he fought for everything he could. Probably lucky it wasn't worse with all of the company he had in the backfield.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, try to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
The Canes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give to the left. Across the 25. Wide open spaces. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the move, it's Fletcher. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
As a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Caught over the middle. It's Bauman. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. To the air, it's Beck. Grab near the marker, it's Fletcher. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. He might want another play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it down the left side. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. And they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. Free yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Going back to the well, another deep ball.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
To throw, it's Beck. Pocket breaking down. Finds his man. It's Daniels. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
26. 4th down.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Direct snap. It's Fletcher. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Reed. That's caught. It's Moss. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Off play action. Scrambling away. On the run, deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
And the Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Pulls and fired complete. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Going to the run to start this second half. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option. He's loose. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Reed. He's moving out of the pocket. Catch in the middle, it's Bussey. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
It'll be 3rd and long. Now the play fake. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, the defense obviously went in at halftime. They were trailing on the scoreboard. They needed to make some adjustments, and already they're showing some positive signs. On the very first drive of the second half, they're able to register a sack on 3rd down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That returner literally is going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and fell.
Power football with the run. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
To the wideout. He's got it. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. This dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to set up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. On target to the left. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Here comes the offense on second down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass, it's back. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking. It's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
And the Canes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. The offense changing the play. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
And it's no good. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give on the option. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear...
Oh, a lot of space. There he goes. Inside the 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggies.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Picks up the first down. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? And the Canes moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Making side adjustments here. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Wants to throw again. That's caught. It's Fletcher. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Finds his tight end. Past the 45. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bauman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Beck. He rifles one deep down the right side. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
The only way they were getting back in this game is if they did that. Great job. Huge explosive play by this offense. We need multiple scores. Got to keep the hammer down, but great job making the explosive.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield?
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Miami. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Oh my. Oklahoma is putting on a show offensively today. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up by 37 over Missouri. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give, and tick, 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 tick. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
To the air, it's Reed. Bringing the heat. And they're not on the same page there. And the Aggies are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Rides the back and leaves it. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
And that's a moment defensively you just got to have it, right? 3rd down, you've got to get a stop. And what's even better than that is you get him out of bounds so you stop the clock. That is perfect now. You're now giving your offense an opportunity to come back on the field, march the ball, and hopefully get you the win.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Fletcher. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Dropping back, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Gets the back moving. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. With the catch, it's Daniels. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Motion from the back. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lyle. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Defense not fooled there in a 2-minute situation. This offense trying to go quick game, trying to catch some blocks to see if they can spring that guy, but the defensive pursuit just too good on that one.
And the Hurricanes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
To the air, it's Beck. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And here's the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Reed. This time on target. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Running the red zone, it's Owens. Ernie on the Jets. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And they'll send out the field goal unit. No need to look right or left, just kick it right down the middle for the game. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. On the direct snap, it's Owens. Timeout is called with just a single second left. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Nerves of steel right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will take the field first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into.